Hello. Today we're going to talk about how to do a meta-analysis using two group means on R biostatistics. To do this, you go to meta-analysis and two group means, and then you click Analyze. For the purposes of this example, we've provided a set of fictional data. These papers aren't real, but it's just to explain the point. These columns are important for R biostatistics. So I'm going to go through and explain each one of these. The first one is the study. So these are the different studies that you are trying to look at using this meta-analysis. For this form of meta-analysis using two group means, you're comparing the intervention and control groups from each of these studies. And the way you're doing that is by looking at the mean, the standard deviation, and the sample size of each of the studies. So int size is the sample size for the intervention group. Int mean is the mean for the intervention group, and int std is the standard deviation for the intervention group. And these are the same for the control group, so the size, the mean, and the standard deviation. So when you go to R biostatistics, you select XLSX as the type of file we have provided. As an example, is an XLSX file. You then go to choose file and select the document and choose file for upload. Once you do that, it will load up like this, and then you need to select your variables so that you can tell R biostatistics that these are the things that you're interested in. If you have a big spreadsheet with a lot of information, this is quite useful to guide R biostatistics so it knows which are the actual bits that you're interested in. But in this one, we've only provided these columns, so it's not as important. So you now need to tell it, the R biostatistics website, what each of the columns contains. In this example, I think everything lined, oh no, it doesn't. So if we look at study, that's study, because here we've got row A is, actually you can see it here, study. And then int size is going to be your total. So that's total E or exposure group or intervention group. So you go to int size, then SDE is the same as your standard deviation for your intervention group. And then mean E, or mean for the exposure group, is also the same as int mean. And then you do the same thing for your control group. So you select the mean, the standard deviation, and then the size or total. Once you do that, even before you click download, it's now run that through the system or software, and you can go to the summary, which then gives you some information. So you have your p-value, your test of heterogeneity, you also have your confidence intervals, and then your p-value using a fixed effects or random effects model. You can also see this visually as you would in a meta-analysis, and you can actually save this by going to save image as. If you don't like the sizing or the layout of this, you can change this by making it bigger or smaller, which should alter it as it's doing here. And I think it only works by going horizontally, so you can make it bigger this way, and then you can make it smaller by going this way. Okay, I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you.